And Paul likes his woman like he likes his boats. Brace yourself. Sleek, responsive to his touch, and that can handle a rough ride from a guy in a captain's hat. Even when we moved to Glasgow, we were inseparable. We spent a year living together, and boy, did we have some wild times. But it was ever thus, sociable, outgoing, life and soul of every party. Just some of the phrases I've never heard used in relation to Paul.
You both told me that your lives revolve around maintaining all the relationships in your life that are valuable to you, which includes each other, of course, your family and friends, and also Peggy. And I did tell you that today was about celebrating dogs, didn't I? Because how could we not, really? And you're both completely besotted with her, and I understand why, since I once saw her on that first time video call. I've been besotted with her too. And she is the closest thing to a child you have. And the pair of you can spend endless hours talking about her and watching her every move, just like you did on the night you took her home.
Yes, thank you. There you go.
You both love your Peggy updates when you're at work and spoil her rotten when you're not. And no matter what kind of day you've had, Peggy can always make it better. You love taking her to new places together, just as much as you love to take her for a walk on the beach. And it means the world to you both to have her with you here today.
I know, gorgeous. Love that.
In fact, when Jodie is starving, normally at Cross Street, 15 minutes before a meal is about to be served, she swoops into the kitchen, starts questioning portion sizes, and starts to peck at food. Can you picture a seagull trying to open a discarded fish supper? That is my lovely daughter. Yeah, she does go to a bad place when she's hungry. But once she gets a couple of morsels down her, she comes back from that bad place. Yeah, Paul nodding. Anyway, my advice to Paul is beware of Mrs. MacLeod at mealtimes, especially if she's hungry.
It wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't anything to like you think would be cancer.
Black eye. Rich, are you okay? Lovely for your mommy. This is Finley. I'm honestly confused.
Oh, the braces. Oh, lovely.
I was having a little think about obviously what I wanted to say today, and it made me realise that being the younger sister, I do not know a life without you, Jodie, and it would be so boring without you. I feel blessed beyond words that we got to share our childhood together, laughing, playing, making up silly dance routines, with absolutely no cares in the world. Also can't forget being told to be quiet every 5 minutes in case our next door neighbours heard us. If you know, you know. I'm looking at the Libbies. If you know, you know. But we can literally have an argument and then be back to normal absolute minutes later. And we are the product of a live, laugh, love mum. If you've ever been in our house, you know there's a love heart somewhere with live, laugh, love written on it. So I don't think it's in us to stay mad at one another.
So nice.
You're good?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, sit down, let me put your clips in, and then you can take yourself up and have a look at your friend.
Hello, Seamus and Finley.
Thank you both for being very good boys this year. Elves have told me all the new toys you want for Christmas next week, so I'm working very hard to get them ready to deliver to you. And have left you 20 very special Christmas ducks to hide in people's bags, people's pockets, and even in people's beds. If you want to be extra naughty, but you must not get caught. Okay? Good luck, Santa Claus. So open it. Oh.
What is that?
No yanking! She got yanking! No!
No yanking!
I'm gonna hide them.
Now, Jodie, Paul loves your caring nature and admires what a fantastic nurse you are, and the fact that you're a brilliant dog mother. He is grateful for the way that you've loyally stuck with them through good times and bad, and thinks you're an incredibly strong and down-to-earth person. He also really respects the fact that you're not shy about speaking your mind. You have taught Paul to be calm when things are bothering him, and he told me that without you, he probably wouldn't be where he is today. Paul loves you, trusts you without question, and wants to be with you forever.
Wow. Where have you been? I've had to get ready on my own. Oh, Jodie, you look lovely.
Thanks.
Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Whew.
Like it.
Lovely.
I'll jump in, then I'll be out your hair.
Paul's love of fishing. He's a great fisherman. It was great when he joined us because my father's a keen fisherman too. It reminds me of a time when I got a phone call to say Paul's going out fishing with Dad. Oh, nice one. I said, oh, okay. And then I got a phone call 4 hours later to say your dad's in the Stornoway police station. His salmon is in the freezer there and he's been detained. I tried to phone Paul, radio silence, couldn't find him. Turned out that he'd left the moor, turned left to go to Tolsta Highland, and left my father to wait on my sister to get a lift. He was ambushed. Paul made his getaway that day. I later found out that he'd buried his catch and headed out to a safe house until the coast cleared. However, that day went on and my father was released. Minus his salmon, but that story gets told as increased in size. It started off at £5 and I think after about 3 or 4 years it had gone to 12. But we've had many a laugh for that story over the years.
Now, Paul, Jodie loves how hardworking you are. She thinks you make a great team and is looking forward to continuing to work hard together to make the best possible life with you. Jodie appreciates how patient you have been while she's been studying and is grateful for all your home-cooked meals. She loves your infectious laugh, the voice that you speak to Peggy in, and the fact that you have your own wee language where nothing is called by its real name.
There we go.
I forgot that earlier.
Jodie actually said to me the other week, she said, Abby, I think I might cry when I walk down the aisle. And I was thinking, oh, that's so lovely when you see Paul, you know, you're getting married. She's like, no, when I see how beautiful it all looks. So if anyone did see a twinkle in her eye, don't be fooled. It was not for Paul, no, I'm just joking.
You feel a bit nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not nervous. What's the word? Emotional.
Emotional?
Yeah.
Now, Jodie and Paul's romance was kindled at a location in Lewis, well known for its romantic atmosphere, which was the bus park in Stornoway. As Jodie tells it, Paul and a friend were chatting up girls, and as he was only 15 at the time, he readily admits that he was probably acting like a clown. We've all been there, don't worry, Paul, we've all been there. Oh, thought that was me. Now, when Paul sat down beside Jodie on the bus, her heart skipped a beat. It's what she told me. Although it's still not clear to this day if that was because Paul had put his arm around her seat or if it was more to do with the bright white jacket that he had on that day. Now, whatever it was, Paul, you messaged Jodie on MSN the second you got home. The second, that's what Jodie said. I don't know if that was true. It's true, isn't it? Yes. Now, your romance was short-lived that first time around, though, and you told me it was 3 years later, when you went to see for the first time, that you had the realisation that Jodie was the one. And luckily for Paul, his best man Callum, standing over there, managed to set things up at a party to start them talking again. Now, I believe, Callum, that Paul had told you he had feelings for Jodie and that you had heard through your now wife Ella, who's Jodie's friend, that she felt the same. Is that right? Great, okay. I love a bit of folk playing Cupid. Well done, Callum. Now, as soon as you started speaking to Paul again, Jodie, you knew as well. Now, life being what it is, though, only 3 weeks later, Paul moved to Glasgow to study. And for the next 6 years, they had the constant back and forth of a long-distance relationship. Long phone calls, FaceTimes, missing each other, making plans to visit, then visiting. And looking back, it's crazy to think that they essentially spent their first 6 years together apart. They grew up together. They laid the foundation of their future together by supporting each other through whatever they were doing in their careers, made the time and effort to speak to each other, to go and see each other, plan holidays, just to plan life. Do you, Paul MacLeod, in the presence of your family and friends, take Jodie Mackay to be your lawfully wedded wife, from this day forward, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish, for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
It's very warm in here.
It is.
So do you, Jodie Mackay, in the presence of your family and friends, take Paul MacLeod to be your lawfully wedded husband, from this day forward, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish, for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Then place the ring on his finger as a symbol of your commitment to that promise. There's going to be a short intermission where I tie this knot because it's complicated and I'm not a fisherman. So, I'm being watched by one. So. Okay, I've sort of done it right. Oh, guys, look at this. I'm a professional, honest. It's the first. Oh no, keep a hold of that, Paul. Sorry. Right. There we go. Right, stop there. Stop there. Bit of a performance. Sorry. So these are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other, today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside you, as together you build your future until Ceilidh, and fill it with oodles of poodles. Now these are the hands that will love and cherish you through the years, and will comfort and hold you like no other when fear or grief fills your mind. I'm going to take this off you just now, so if you let go, then you can hold hands again. Okay. Paul, and to you, Jodie, that following the binding declaration which you have made before me today, in the presence of these witnesses, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Paul, give this gorgeous bride of yours a kiss. Mr. and Mrs. McLeod, everyone.
In parting, some words of warning to Jodie. Remember, he's been mine for 25 years. I've seen the bad times, like when he, tried to guarantee his membership of the Cairns Young team by dyeing a pink stripe in his hair. Yeah, he does come with a checkered past. He's woken up to some unexpected faces on the morning after the night before. Lewis Spence, for example, who had to wake Paul up on the toilet in the local arts centre after a heavy night. No, this is a man I admire and I'm proud to call my best friend. And I remember when we were very young, an old botach from the village, Colin Calf, telling us to make the most of those years because they'd be some of the best of our lives. And I definitely feel like we did that growing up together. So never did I think Paul would end up with a woman as beautiful as Jodie. And ladies and gentlemen, all jokes aside, how beautiful is this bride?
Cheers, Jodie and Paul.
I am so happy that you're now officially part of the family. Although it always feels like you have been, Paul. You treat Jodie exactly how she deserves to be treated, like a queen. And even if she is being unreasonable, if, not when, if, you're very good at biting your tongue, Paul. The only thing I am concerned about is that fishing and golf gets a wee bit in the way of your marriage. But that's probably what does keep you sane, so I can't blame you.
I couldn't wait to see you today coming down the aisle, and it was definitely worth the 3-year wait from getting engaged. You're a strong, kind, funny and lovable person. Can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. Yeah, I should mention that you're also a great dog mother too. So we shout out to Peggy, there she is now. Very spoiled dog, but for once, today is not about Peggy and it's about you. So the biggest thanks to you. So a toast to my new wife. To Jodie.
Oh, I didn't win any.